Hello,
Yo.
CD Bestie. Aku Peach Luffy. Check out my interview with CreativeDisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Hello, CD Bestie. Welcome back to Creative Disc exclusive interview with me, Luhtfi. And right now we have a guest coming from Toronto, and raised in Buffalo, New York, but now in the Toronto, a classically trained violinist, and coming originally from Seoul, South Korea. Wow, we've got an Asian artist here, Asian pride. Uh, he's already learning critical, classical music, and he's creating daydream worthy pop. But how about mixing classical with dreamy bedroom pop? I can't imagine before. And for fun fact, his name is I think like in Indonesia we call it like plesetan. I think it's like derivative name from One Piece anime, which is coincidentally the same name as mine. It's
is.
very coincidentally, and he's bringing his cat too. So without further ado, this is my guest today. This is Pitch Luffe. Okay, how are you doing, man?
Good. My cat wasn't supposed to be here, but I don't know what he wants. He just wants to hang out. I don't know what's happening.
What's your cat name?
Mango, like the
Oh
fruit.
my god, I've got 3 cats in my home too. One kitten and 2 big cat. All
Oh,
of the
cute.
female, yeah. And we call it like Steffi and Belshi and
Well,
Bule. Yeah, the small
yeah.
one.
Cute. Cute.
Yeah. How you are what activity that you are doing recently right now?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What
My
activity
cat is
that
bothering me.
you are doing
Mango,
recently?
relax. What am I doing recently?
Yes.
I was filming a music video
Oh.
recently. In Vancouver, Canada, and we were filming on film. Like it wasn't digital camera, but it was like film camera. The whole like uh film camera from like the old 70s. Like we brought
Ooh.
that. My friend had all this film and he wanted to film me. So we just filmed
Ooh.
a bunch of stuff in Vancouver. It was really
Ooh.
pretty though. And I
Ooh.
just got back to Toronto yesterday at 2 a.m. and
Mm.
I'm very sleepy still.
Yeah. So, you're right. You are gonna shooting a music video. What's the concept? It's gonna be, if you want to give a
Uh
spoiler.
a spoiler. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we saw the video for a song that's not out yet, but basically it's about a relationship and perspectives of different perspectives from each person, how the
Right.
relationship is going. One person thinks it's good and one person thinks it's bad.
Mm.
But yeah, because I can relate to some of the stories that I've heard from my friends, because my friends are going through that right now. So I wrote
Ooh.
it in dedication to them.
Oh,
Not
oh.
me personally, but to them.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm
Eh,
sure. I'm sure.
Okay. So, speaking more about your new single, "Quite Like You." You recalled it before that this is the story about relationship. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's about being scared of being vulnerable. I feel like growing up
Oh.
I wasn't that vulnerable with just in general, and I feel like now
Mm.
like meeting people and just meeting new people, I can start to be more vulnerable and I'm more open these days than
Mm.
before.
Oh wow. I think like you learn a lot about opening up yourself through this song and through your life.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest thing in your life, the biggest decision in your life that you want to open up to people?
I feel like even with my friends and like any relationships, I'm opening up about like how uh like things that make me feel insecure, things that make me feel just less than,
Mm.
and that's something that I've been recently exploring. Like people knowing my fears and my insecurities. That's something that hasn't been like I've been hiding that from people, like insecurities
Oh,
and stuff.
wow.
But now I'm opening it up, you know?
Wow, 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 wow. It's kind of like growing up, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, because I'm just like, you know, when you're younger, you just have all these insecurities, but you never share it
Mm,
and you want to hide it because you don't want to seem weak. But
mm.
as you're getting older, you're just like, I don't care. I will be, it's fine. If they accept me, that's fine. If they don't accept me, then that's fine.
Mm.
Whatever.
Okay. This is interesting from your side because you've got many you release many songs during 2020 until 2022. It's like your project including Shimmer. I think it's a mixtape or album.
It's a EP, yeah.
EP, Shimmer,
EP.
Fashions mixtape. Everything is peachy. Fishbowl. How can you so productive in the span of 3 years? Because oh my god, this is a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. It doesn't seem like a lot of music, but I guess to some other people, it's a lot. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I was just releasing songs that because I can record everything at home. You know, I have everything at
Mm.
home that I can record. I don't have to go to a studio. You know,
Mm.
everything is at home.
Mm.
So because of that, I can just make songs as many as I can. Right now, to be honest, I'm not in the greatest, like, I feel like songs. I only have a couple of songs that I'm making right now, but
Mm.
usually it's faster. But recently I'm in like I slow down a little bit.
Oh wow, wow, wow. But you are a classical trained musician and you now a bedroom pop and pop musician. How can you blend that? Because I think like it's very very tricky. But the thing is that's many classical and key changes in many of your songs. How can you sneakily put your classical pop tune into pop songs?
I mean, that's a good question because
Mm.
yeah, I think with some of the classical stuff, it's kind of sneaky. I think I put it
Yeah,
in there, but it's not like so open that it's classical.
yeah.
There's some artists that are like really openly classical, like
Mm.
you know, Leve, you know, that artist.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's like very classical, but for me, it's like
Mm,
even though I'm classical, I like to just
mm,
sneak it in more. So, uh, but yeah, I just
mm,
adding classical music to my songs, it just gives me joy. It's just
mm.
something that I grew up with, and it
Mm.
just makes me happy. Um,
Okay.
because I haven't touched my violin in a long time until recently, in the last 3 years.
Oh. So you are venturing into a new territory of music just 3 years ago.
Yeah, like violin is pretty new still, but I really like violin. Like and
Oh.
quite like you, the last part of the song is violin, and it
Mm,
just makes me so happy that I record. I'm like, oh, to me it sounds so good. I just love it. You know, that's my favorite part of the song. Actually, you know what's funny? I'll tell you something funny.
mm, mm.
I love I think my favorite parts of my songs are the parts with no vocals. I love hearing the instruments more. Like to be honest. Like I know people like hearing my voice and stuff, but like what brings me the most joy is my own
Mm,
instruments, like violin and
mm.
guitar parts.
But I think like it's like I think like you are a classically trained musician. So I think like it's all right. So
Hmm.
it's it's all right to you that I think like it's all right to you like you are more loving instrument rather than a vocal of your song because I think like, it's something like the classical music do. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's right. I don't know. Just something about the violin just makes me so happy. But recently I've been really liking cello, but
Hmm.
I don't have a cello and I can't play it.
Because cello is like expensive, I think.
It's just big, you know, it's just like really big. Violin's like this small,
Yes,
and
yes.
cello's but I've been liking the sound of cello more
Hmm.
recently, honestly. So I
Uh,
gotta record more.
but why use violin in all of the instruments genre?
Why do I like violin, you're saying?
Yes.
every time you add a violin in a song, it just sounds more intense. It just sounds more dramatic. Like, Korean dramas is like intense sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it just the moment like really intense.
Mm,
More gives it more dire feeling,
mm,
like more intense feeling.
mm.
Like guitar sounds nice, but and like chill and smooth, but violin sometimes makes it feel like makes it a step higher for
Ooh,
sadness.
that's yeah, 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 yeah. That's the key point. The violent equals sadness. So it makes everything so smooth.
It doesn't make everything. It's a cheat code.
Yes, yes, yes. It's like the saxophone. If you want to make something 80s, you add saxophone into it.
That's right.
Exactly. Right.
You got it.
Okay, so what's the thing that you learn when you are making music on your own in your own bedroom? What's the biggest thing that you learn?
I have to learn to the biggest thing I have to learn is staying off my phone and being focused.
Oh,
I think that's the hardest thing. When you're home alone, sometimes there's so many things like people emailing you, people texting you.
mm.
And when you're on your computer, it's like it's hard to get rid of the distractions. So recently I've been getting better at just throwing my phone away to the other room and just trying to focus. That's the biggest thing, honestly.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think a lot
yeah.
of my other friends have that problem too when some of the focus is not there because their phone is there, their computer is there. Sometimes I want
Oh,
to go on YouTube.
yes, 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 yes. I got like maybe like I procrastinate a lot too. But recently, like I deleted my Instagram on my phone, so the Instagram is stay on my iPad. So I didn't. So when I want to go to the Instagram, I must open it on browser, which is very 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 horrendous. I think because you can upload story, you can upload the post, so it's you just see stuff. I think and it makes me boring for 5 minutes, so I go to the work again.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the thing that I pull off my procrastination. And I think like when about talking about procrastination, I think like recently I got by Kindle. So maybe
Yeah.
like in my downtime, I didn't put the phone and laptop, just read the book because it makes me so much better.
Yeah. See, you're so smart. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Oh,
I need
thank
to
you.
do I need to delete Instagram from my phone too. And TikTok and all those.
Yes, 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 yes. I think like the pro tip is like when I got the iPad, I've got an iPad Air 2. I install it on my iPad. I limiting it, but I still because I must do on social media too because that's my job for media. So I think like we didn't delete it so much, but I think like we must limiting it. I think.
I agree. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
agree. But yeah,
yeah.
that's like the biggest thing I learned is like self-control. Everything
Mm.
else is just playing guitar instruments and just playing. It's like always a similar thing when I'm here
Oh.
home alone. But when I work with other artists, I end up learning new things because like some
Mm.
people are more advanced than me, guitar.
Oh.
So that's something I always end up learning, like new chord progressions, something more
Mm.
pretty. Um, yeah, that's my answer though.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. But on the musical standpoint, what's the hardest things that you do on your bedroom musician? What's on the musical perspective? What's the hardest things when you are a bedroom musician?
The hardest thing I think is getting in the emotion of like feeling like when you're
Oh.
recording
Mm.
vocals, you know how you have to be like really emotion, you have to feel the emotion and be it's like really in your head and you have to
Yes,
feel
yes.
the story and like if it's sad, you gotta really
Mm.
emulate and feel the sadness.
Mm.
So the hardest thing is I think when I'm recording vocals, it's like to get that emotion.
Mm, yeah,
Because
yeah,
in the
yeah.
studio, sometimes when you go to a studio,
Mm.
like a professional studio,
Mm.
there's a different mindset. You're there. You're not as relaxed. You're like almost like you almost feel like you're on stage sometimes because there's people watching you. But when you're home
Oh.
alone, you're just by yourself, so you have to channel that energy.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. And maybe like in studio we have like a studio time because people already book it on the 5 hours later, I think. But in your home, I think like you can do whatever you want. But the distraction, I think like the distraction and the focus is the main point because I think like when you are working from home, same as me, I'm working remotely too. That's the biggest. That's the hardest things I think to put the focus on and get the work done.
It's really, I think it's really challenging for everybody, not just me. I know other musicians who have the same problem.
Yeah. I feel like it's a regular problem, not just musician. I think a regular problem
Yeah,
for people who are working remotely.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Okay, so coming from originally from Seoul, South Korea. So you are living in Canada, am I right? Right now,
Yeah, I'm currently in Canada.
what's the biggest culture shock that you experience?
I would say Toronto in particular is so multicultural.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Mm.
yeah, I don't know if you have you been here?
No.
No.
The-
Toronto is so multicultural. There's like every race and it's so different. And in Korea, it's just all like Koreans. And if you go to the US, it's like mostly white people. So in Toronto, it's like every race. You see every race.
Oh,
So that's really nice.
that's
And
so
that you
interesting
know what
things.
that means though, when there's every race,
Mm.
the food is amazing. You know,
Ah,
that's the best part actually.
that's it. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I there's food from everywhere that I just love.
Okay. Let's speak about more fun stuff. So, who's your favorite character on One Piece?
My favorite, I hate to say I love Luffy. You know why? You know why? He just his level of freedom and like not caring of things that don't matter to him is something I aspire. Like he
Ooh.
doesn't care about certain random things. He only cares about very specific things and he wants the goal and he
Mm,
wants to succeed and that's what I want to do.
mm.
And sometimes he's a little airheaded, like
Yes.
not dumb, but
Mm.
kind of, but I feel like sometimes I am too.
Oh, you can relate, I think. Whoa.
I can relate to him, but I also feel like I'm strong-willed in some ways where I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do this. So I relate
Okay.
on both. Who's your favorite character? Do you watch or do you read?
I think like I read a little bit, same as you, because
Oh,
it's same as my name, and I think like
yeah.
I like the shonen man character who's go free spirited and free willing. I think because I think like same as you, the reason I want to be aspiring to be don't be care about something and maybe like thinking childish, thinking always underdog, because I think like uh I think like last 2 years I recorded podcast on my own in Indonesian language. Why shonen character is so iconic, because I think like shonen character itself, I think like they are so childish in the eye of the adult, but that's make them special. I think in the sea of the adult that boring, and the static life, they got spirit, that they get the spirit that adult people still want to have, I think. And it's true, I
Yes,
think.
I agree. It's the inner child, you know?
Yes, inner child.
Wow, I like that question you asked me. The fun one.
Thank you. So, regarding about One Piece, what's your first, I think like, what's your first contact with One Piece? When your first contact One
I
Piece?
don't know, but I've been reading it for a while now. I've been
Really?
I saw I read, yeah, it's been a while. I don't know when I started. But I read it. No, sorry, I read it, wait for a new chapter every week. Every Thursday there's a new chapter. So I wait for a new chapter. So I've been doing that for 10 years. I think like yeah, just like waiting.
All of 100-ish
Now
chapter?
now so there's like 1,100
1000
chapters now.
1000 chapterish, sorry, 1000 chapterish, you all done and you still waiting for next. Oh my
Every
god.
week. I
Every
got one yesterday. I got one yesterday. As soon as I landed from the airport, I was like on my
what?
phone, like looking at the chapter. I'm like, which let me see. And it was a sad chapter. So I was on the plane, like I was just like sad. I was like, oh, this is so sad. But I wait every week.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You must you are the true nakama from Toronto. Wow.
Nakama.
Yes,
Yes, I am.
because in Indonesian we've got so many Indonesian One Piece fan base is so big in Indonesian. I think like we got One Piece exhibition in here in my town in Jakarta. And it's
I gotta visit Jakarta sometime.
yes, you must visit
I gotta go
Jakarta.
visit.
But the exhibition, I think like it's run until the earliest of the month, January 24. I think January 2024. So yeah,
Wow.
we got so many One Piece fan base in here. My friend has already cosplay as Luffy. You name it, the Luffy version of the Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4, Gear 5. We already cosplay it in Indonesia in many events, dude.
The Gear 5 has been cosplayed already, huh?
Yes, my friends, I think like already cosplaying as a Gear 5
Oh my
Luffy. I think
goodness.
yes, it's so fast. Our Indonesian One Piece community is so big. You must when you are doing a showcase in here, you know, you got the land of heaven beside Japan, I think.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. I didn't know. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So is any anime or manga beside One Piece that you read?
Yeah, there's one more. I like Demon Slayer and I also like One
Ooh.
Punch Man. I don't know why
Ooh.
it's One Punch Man is kind of silly, but the more you read it, the more it's deep. It's not just like silly.
Yes. I think like One Punch Man is my favorite too. I think like it's
Oh,
I think like first one I like damn this is like shit posting I think. But once you
yeah,
get into it, I think
see,
like wow this is deep.
there's deep stuff there.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's deep. There's some deep things.
Yeah.
You have good
Okay.
taste. You have good taste.
Yeah. Thank you. So back to the One Piece again. What's your One Piece favorite arc?
Oh, that's hard. Wait, I've never got asked this. Damn. I need time. I need time. I need time.
In Indonesian media, the first thing artists, if they like One Piece, the question is, what's your favorite arc? And that's the hardest question that they've ever get. Same as you.
Oh my God, that's hard. Actually, I can remember. There's an arc called Water 7,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I really like the villain Rob Lucci. I
Mm-hmm.
really like how evil he was and
Mm-hmm.
how Luffy defeated him. And that was a very emotional arc for me, I feel. Because the main character they're trying to save, Robin, was like there she didn't want to be saved, but secretly she did, and it was just emotional, and they ended up saving her. And I don't know, One Piece, all these like manga stuff make me like anime makes me feel like I can believe in anything. Like everything is possible. It feels
Yes,
like I
yes,
can like achieve whatever I want.
yes,
Like, I can achieve my goals and
yes,
everything. And
yes,
I
yes,
remember when Luffy defeated Rob Lucci, I was like, oh,
yes,
anything is possible.
yes,
Anything is possible when you put your mind to it, it's possible.
yes. Even the Gear 5 one, I think like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, Gear 5
Yeah.
was awesome though. I just
Hmm.
seen that, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But I was reading about the author, how intense his lifestyle is. He works like 18 hours a day,
Yes.
and he sees his family once a week.
Yes.
That's dedication, but he's been doing it for 20 years like that.
I think like that's the price of the fame. I think that's the scary things. That's the scary things of the life. I think.
Scary.
Because sometimes you must pay something to get something. I think that's the whole life works. But I think like the consistency of Eiichiro Oda, I think like it's very very crazy because until One Piece like 98 until now he didn't show his face to the public, and how to maintain the consistency of that long hour working. I think like that's consistency, but some people will comfort into that, but some people don't, I think. But that's it. That's maybe like the price of fame, I guess, in my opinion.
I agree. I think it is something that he has to do to make something so great.
Yes. Yes. It is.
I want a more simple life. That's too difficult, I feel.
Yes.
For me.
Me too. Me too.
I want to I want to relax.
That's why. That's why. That's why I left comic industry. I think like in local comic industry like 2 years ago. No, 1 year ago, because I think like
Oh, you were doing comic stuff?
yes, I'm doing comic stuff, but mostly like marketing and managing stuff. But it's very hard to do, because I think like uh you have a long hour of work, but I think like if the author didn't dedicated his work, I think like everything is ruined. And maintaining that consistency of work, maintaining that work, I think like it's very difficult to aim, I think,
I
in
agree.
here.
I agree. I mean, obviously he doesn't go on social media and stuff, and he's really more focused. And sometimes I need to be like that, just more focused, just like him.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last question for this interview, this very long interview. So what's next for Pitch Luffy?
Release an EP at the end of the towards the beginning of the year. I want to release an EP and put 6 songs on there. 6 songs. Released 2 so far, and I want to put 6 on there. So maybe like 2 more singles or something like that.
Okay.
I need to put on an EP. I need to.
You're so productive, man. Oh my god. Like maybe like somehow you are fans of One Piece, and you got the spirit of Eiichiro Oda, I think, in you, because dude, you're so productive. Damn, man, you are releasing new EP.
I'm trying to be productive. It's funny. I guess I am sometimes. I want to be intense, like these manga people. I want to be like really live life more intense in some ways, because I feel like I have a couple really good songs inside of me that still haven't come out yet, but they're itching to come out. So hopefully they come out for this EP.
Wow. So you're inspiring me to do music coming from mangaka type of work. Wow, that's the new for me. Wow, that's the new insight for me too.
That's new.
Oh wow. So okay, so we must wrap up this interview for now. Thank you so much, Jong, for this interview. And if you want to hear all of the Pitch Luffy song, you can search it on on streaming platform, and you can follow him on social media. Do you have a social media too? Please promote it.
Yeah, you can just follow me on all social media. Peace Luffy. Peace like a fruit, Luffy, Luffe, and you can follow me anywhere and all the streaming platforms too. Okay. One biggest last question. Why your name Lufffe, not Luffy? Oh, I just want to change a little bit. Also, I don't want to get sued and stuff. So, they can't come out for me, if I do this. They can't send me a letter saying you must change. That's the most answer. That's wrap up this interview. That's wrap up this interview with Jong Lee. So thank you so much, Jong Lee, for having me in here. It's such a great conversation in here. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe CreativeDisc.com in YouTube, and check out CreativeDisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia. I'm Luhtfi. Sometimes people call me, when I go to the Japan, call me Luffy too. And this is Pitch. I love it. Yeah. And this is Pitch Luffy. We are signing out. So bye-bye. Take care. Thank you so much.